Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario series. In the previous video, we are discussing about the Apex triggers with the queuable Apex. So in the previous video, we are discussing to the when the account status is changed from the active to inactive, we have to close by the related opportunities and we can store the current stage value into the particular field. That field is the existing stage value, that is we are stored into that field. So that is the we discussed in the previous video. Now in this video we are going to discuss to the which account is the inactive. That account again we are going to the active. So which account status is the, we are changing from inactive to active. That related opportunities, we can restore the stage value. Which opportunities are, have the existing value. That opportunities are again, we are going to restore to the existing stage value. So that is the use case we are going to discuss to the in this video. So before going to that, in the previous one, we have to see that this is the one of the account. This account contains to the 5 opportunities actually, but out of the 5 opportunities, some of the already closed, some of the not closed at the time of the um, account status. Account active to inactive we are changing. When we are changing to the account status, change it to the no. Okay, so now we are going to modify the again, means we are going to activate to the this account. So which opportunities are earlier we are closed, which opportunities are earlier we are closed, that opportunities stage again we can restore it, again we can restore it. So how to identify means, which opportunities are we are closed earlier. So we have the store by the existing value, right? Based on that we can identify. So existing stage value, see here, this is the decision maker, means this is the, we have the closed the last time. Okay, based on this we can identify the which opportunities are we are closed. So if it is blank means we are not closed by the direct, it is automatically closed by the when the business process is completed. Okay, now in this video we are going to discuss to the when the status is the changed from inactive to active, we can restore the opportunities. So here is the earlier trigger. We already know that in the previous video we are discussed about to the this trigger, how it was the implemented and how to call it by the trigger handler classes. From the trigger handler classes to how we are going to invoke by the queuable apex. These are all we discussed in the previous video. Please watch on that. So now in this video, we are going to discuss to the inactive to active, right? So let's close all this. So I'm going to take it by the first one apex trigger and the same account object. Okay. Account active trigger. This is the my trigger name. Account active trigger. This is the my trigger name. So here object name is the account. So here we are going to take it by the after update of the account. Okay. So this is the my trigger. So here we are going to write it by the context variables. Trigger dot is dollar, trigger dot is update. We can write it for the existing trigger also. In the last video we discussed it in the same trigger also we can write it. It's not an issue. But as for the understanding purpose, I'm taking by the separate new trigger. As for the understanding purpose, I'm taking by separate new trigger, separate handler class and queuable apex classes for understanding purpose only. If you want, you can write it for the existing trigger also. Okay, handler class also, queuable class also, fine, existing one. But understanding purpose only, I am writing by the separate for the here. Okay. So now let's come to the here. So I'm going to take it by the one handler class, account active trigger handler. So in this, I'm going to take it by the one method, public static void active or let's take it by the update opportunities. Okay, we are going to updating by the opportunities, right? This is the, so that's why here we are going to take it by the list of the account, new accounts, comma, map of ID, comma, account accounts. Just I'm taking by like this new accounts and old accounts. Why? Because means we are going to compare the old value is the inactive, current value is the active. Then only we need to process the our opportunities. Then only we need to restore the our opportunities. So that's why here we have to compare to the old and new values, which is the old is the inactive, currently is the active. Then only we need to update it by the opportunities. That's why. Now we can invoke by the this class into the here dot update opportunities. So here we are going to take it by the trigger dot new, comma, trigger dot old map. Okay, this is the we are writing the here. Okay, now here we have to check it. So here we have to identify the old and new value, right? So account old ACC equals to, so we can get it by the record set. First we have to the loop the record for loop account ACC new accounts account old ACC equals to old account. This is the map, right? Old accounts. So dot get off ACC dot ID. It is written by the old account information. It is written by the old account information. Now we can check it if ACC dot active underscore underscore C. This is the in account object field. Let's go to the account. Go to the edit object. This field, right? We are going to check it by the this field active status no to S. So let's go to the here fields and relationships. See here active. This is the API name. Okay, equals to now it is the S and old value. Old ACC dot active equals to no. So let's save. Now here we can hold by the that account information. So that purpose here we are going to take it by the set of ID ACC IDs equals to new set of ID. So set of ACC active ACC IDs. Okay, let's take it by the naming conversion like this. dot add of acc dot id. So that account ID we are going to store it by the in this. Okay, up to save this now. Now after that, once completed by the this for loop, we need to check it by the is empty or not by the this ACC IDs. Then only we need to execute by our queuable apex dot size greater than 0, or you can take it by the is empty. If it is empty, false, then only we can go to process by the our queuable apex. Okay. Now let's see how we are going to call it by the queuable apex. Now we are hold by the data, right? We are hold by the our account IDs. These account IDs we need to pass it to the our queuable apex. Let's create by the separate apex class account active queuable. Okay, account active queuable. This is the I'm going to take it by the our queuable apex. Okay. So let's take it by the in this we have to take it by the one of the constructor. In this constructor we are going to pass it by the account IDs. We are going to pass it by the our account IDs. So list of set, right? We are taken by this set ACC IDs. Okay, this is the constructor we are taking by the constructor. Okay, these IDs we are going to store it by the our local property. Set of ID ACC active account IDs equals to new set of ID. So now this dot is equals to ACC IDs. We are going to store it by the our account IDs. Okay. Now here we can write it by the our execute method. Public execute, right? When we are going to write it by the our execute method. So before that, we need to make it as it is a queuable, right? We can write it by the here implements queuable. We are going to make it as the queuable class. Now public execute, sorry, public void execute. We are going to public void execute by the our class, means our queuable apex method. Now here standard syntax, we are going to write it for the queuable context. So you can take it by the anything, context or something, anything. Now here, based on this account IDs, we need to retrieve by the opportunities. We need to retrieve by the opportunities. List of opportunity OPP list equals to select ID comma stage name comma stage comma. So existing field, existing, we have the stage name we are stored into the one of the particular field, right? In the opportunity, go to the fields. So this is the existing stage. This is the we created by in the last section. Okay, so last video. Okay, make sure to you can watch that one. Okay, so here existing stage from opportunity where stage name. So here also we can give it by the stage name No need for the stage name. So here existing stage not equals to null. Those records only we need to get it. Which record stage name is the not equals to null, that records, and which opportunities we need to get it, this account related opportunities where account ID equals to or in active account IDs. So here existing stage not equals to null and account ID, this account related opportunities we are getting. Now here if OPP list dot size greater than 0, then only we need to process. Otherwise we can skip to this one. Okay. Now for loop opportunity OPP. So here OPP list. So OPP dot stage name equals to OPP dot existing stage value. Okay. And as well as to we need to make it as the null this stage. Why? Because means we are restore, right? So we can restore we can map it as to the null value to the existing stage field value. We can make it the null value. We can make it to the null. Okay. So finally we need to update OPP list. We are updating by the opportunity records. Okay. So this is the queuable apex. This queuable apex we have to updated by the opportunities, nothing but the restore by the existing stage value, and we can make it to the null value. We can make it to the existing stage is the null. Why? Because means we are restoring by the value, right? Now how we are going to call it by the this queuable apex into the our handler class. So here our handler class is the now system dot. So what is the here enqueue job, our queuable apex. So what is the our queuable apex? Sorry, here our new queuable apex. New. So what is the our queuable apex? Account active queuable. It is the parameterized method, means constructor we have, right? So here we have to pass it by the these opportunities. Sorry, account IDs. We are passing to the account IDs. Okay. So now here initially executed by our trigger, this trigger to executed by the trigger handler. In the trigger handler, we have to identify the which accounts are status changed from the no to S. That account IDs we are holding. Then that account IDs we are passing to the queuable apex. Okay. In queuable apex, we are fetching by that account related opportunities which have the existing stage. Those opportunities are we are going to restore by the here. Then finally we are updating by the data. Okay. Let's save. First I'm deploying to the queuable apex. First I'm deploying the queuable apex. Then I'm going to deploy it by the handler class. So something is the mismatch by the name. Actually, we renamed, that is the problem. Let's deploy. It's deployed successfully. Now we have to deploy it to our trigger. Okay, let's save and deploy to the source org. These are all the right. So trigger dot variable does not exist. Okay, successful deploy. By mistake, I'm giving by the method symbol. Okay, so that's why it's showing an error. So now we have the deployed all those things. So now we can execute. Before the executing, let me check it by the how many opportunities are we have. Let's go to the developer console. We can run by the query before executing by the our logic. So our query is the same query. I'm going to execute. Echo opportunity name also we can query by the here. Instead of this, we can give it by the our account ID. So we have the five opportunities. We have the existing stage. Okay, existing stage. Five opportunities. We have the existing stage. Now we are going to make it as the active to inactive. This one, sorry, inactive to active. So now I'm going to change it to the S. Okay, now I'm going to change it to the inactive to S active. Let's save this now. We can easy to identify here also. We have the restore by all the existing stages. And here also we can refresh by the grid. So existing stage now there is no values. Now we can remove this one. So execute by the query. See here, existing value, make it as the blank. And this value is the map to the stage name. Okay. So like this, we have to restore by the existing opportunity values to the stage name. Okay. So I hope it's clear, right? In the first video, we are discussing to the when the account active is this changed from yes to no. we can close the all the opportunities, that account related opportunities we are closed, and we can store the current stage value into the existing stage. When user again make to the active to the account is the S, we can restore by the opportunities. We can restore by the opportunities. Okay, that is the we discussed in this video. I hope it's clear how it was implemented. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios. Thank you.